Hello, DIY Divas. I'm Kim, and my channel is all about helping you go from hesitant to handy. If you are a total beginner doing DIY projects around the house, or if you're a little more advanced, I'm here to help you. Today we're talking about screwdrivers. If you're living in a newer home or apartment, you're probably going to encounter Phillips head screws. Older apartments or homes, you might find more flathead screws, but it's a good idea to have both. Screwdrivers come in different sizes. Some of them are really long, some of them are shorter, some of them are even shorter, some of them are really short for getting into little tiny tight spaces. The length of the screwdriver is all about where you need to get in to unscrew or screw something. Here's an example of a pretty standard size tip on a Phillips head screwdriver. Here's a much smaller one. The reason for that is when you're looking for a screwdriver, it's important to know that the screw needs to be a good fit. This is a pretty standard size tip. It fits really well in that hole. Not a whole lot of slop, a little bit of slop. You might want to go with one that has a bigger tip. This one fits really nice and tight. When you go to screw it, it's not going to slip around. If you're using a screwdriver tip that's too big for a screw, for example, this one, it's not going to fit in there. And if you try forcing it and you try to screw that, you're going to end up damaging that opening for the screwdriver to fit into. Same thing with flathead screwdrivers. This is a pretty good fit. Just like that. This smaller one, it'll work in there. It's okay. But if you use a flathead screwdriver that has a really narrow tip right here, that's more narrow than the screw that you're trying to screw, see how there's a lot of space on either end of that screw and it kind of moves around, you're likely to either damage the tip of your screwdriver or damage the slot, in which case almost no screwdriver is going to get that out. This one fits really nicely right in there. In case you've never heard the phrase righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, that means turning to the left. Let's see if I can get it so that you can see it. Left, unscrews something. To the right, tightens it. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. When you're screwing something in with a screwdriver, you're screwing in a screw. If you're finding that it's slipping around and not grabbing that screw head, probably you're going in at an angle like that. It's just going to spin around and possibly damage that screw head. Be sure you go in straight. Make sure that it's fit nice in there. Nice and snug. Push down just a little bit. You don't have to push real hard. If you push really hard, you're likely to have it pop out of there, possibly damage the screw again. So just screw in, hold the handle just easily. Same thing coming out. Flathead screws sometimes are kind of a pain to use, which I think probably is why you're going to find more Phillips head screws. Flathead screws, especially if they're in real tight and you're trying to get them out, will very often slip out of that slot. And if your fingers are in the way, you can end up getting pinched or hurt by the screwdriver. If you want to go get a screwdriver, you need one for whatever project you're going to tackle your first time out. Just head over to your hardware store if you know exactly what screwdriver you want. and you only want to buy one because you're only going to do one little project, that's cool. Just buy one. You don't have to buy the most expensive thing on the wall. Any hardware store, big box store is going to have gazillion choices of screwdrivers for you. Are going to be individual screwdrivers. Some are going to be expensive. Some are going to be cheap. There's going to be long ones, short ones, Phillips heads, flatheads. They'll also have sets. If you think you're going to be doing a lot of little DIY projects, which I hope you do, and I hope I can help you with that, get yourself a little set. They're not expensive. Don't buy the most expensive one in the store. Just don't go buy one at the local buy anything for $1 stores. If you buy one of those, the metal's going to be cruddy. It's going to be too soft, and you go try and screwing something in or unscrewing it. If it's tight, it's going to bend the metal around there and round off that tip, and then it won't be useful for anything other than string your coffee, maybe. So don't do that. Go to a hardware store. If you think you're going to take this a little further and do a few more projects around the house, still, you only really need to stick with a Phillips or a flathead, but you can get them in sets. You can get a simple set that has maybe 2 Phillips head screwdrivers, more standard one, a little smaller one, and a couple of flathead screwdrivers, maybe a more standard size, and a little small one for those little detail things. That's all you need. So that's what I have for you today. I hope this helped, and I hope this gives you a little more confidence on fixing things around your house. I hope that I can help you more. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions on things you'd like to learn, please leave it in the comment box. This channel is about helping you become more confident about fixing things so you don't have to go hire someone to do it when you can do it yourself. Hopefully taking you from hesitant to handy with DIY around your house. Thanks. See you next time. Hello, DIY Davy. Hello, I'm Kim,